I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
It's on me now.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team. Just one last time. Oh!
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need. As rough a landing as there can be, thrown right on top of the metal. Clothesline! Oh, kendo stick wrapped around the head. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here. Ooh, that elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Sami in a tight spot.
DDT plants them.
Does that finish Sami off?
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Will Jay end this?
Coach group at a decided disadvantage. His side is less experienced inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
And it's James.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here. Jacob sidesteps that.
With a big punch, now he's a yank. And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant.
Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline. And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the...
But then to Sami Zayn.
No doubt, Sami just ended this.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He said...
From the top.
Boom.
He's definitely been worn down a little.
Top rope.
He fails to connect. Sami Zayn with a big boom.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Now takes them down. Ooh, stinging kick.
And he just has to be in indescribable pain.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside war games alongside his bloodline.
Calculating the next move here.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock. Sami Zayn, who so much is a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him his...
Oh my goodness. Unreal athleticism from Jacob Fatu. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Delivering nasty stomps.
This will turn your lights out in a hurry.
Taking off the cage in this War Games match.
Uso splash! Will Jay take advantage? Man!
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he...
Here it comes. Stay away from the world. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline.
Oh, look at the creativity here. He breaks out.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Oh, there's some power behind that punch. What a form.
The WWE is showing their appreciation for the action they're seeing.
It has been an absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not lost on this crowd. Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
And I don't like it, but in war games, a one-sided brawl is perfectly legal.
That'll jam your tailbone.
Lands the trash can.
That'll leave a mark.
Good golly. Utilizing his power and tossing him across the rings.
And taking even more damage to his head here.
He might want to start protecting himself better.
Stops the kick. He begins to climb along the War Games cage.
this is insulting.
This is entertaining.
And these non-stop attacks on the torso have more than done their job here.
He could be looking at broken ribs.
Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy. They're showing blatant disregard for their opponent. Into the cage.
Ooh. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
I can imagine he's going to drop in the tank.
This could be the defining moment. That's going to keep it.
Jimmy Uso looking to secure it. Thought he had it.
Gotta be kidding me. Sending with a big boot.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Going for the cover. Shoulder and he's into the pin. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
And a maneuver like that will leave you on unsteady legs, to say the least.
Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.